Mr. Prince.
Hey, how are you, Mr. Go Life Media? What do you want to say to
I'm
us?
good. I'm good. I'm good. I was just watching your the verses you were quoting out of Surah Baqarah regarding the Jews and the Sabbath, and you said they were stupid verses. In what way were they stupid?
Because your God saying and claiming that Allah He made the Jews pigs for breaking the Sabbath, correct?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Why? Because they went against the law of Allah.
What is the law of Allah?
The law of Allah at the time was the Sabbath.
At that time it
Because
was the Sabbath, so Allah He changed His mind later. He don't want the law of the Sabbath no more.
the Judaism and Christianity were in fact religions from Allah until they were corrupted by men.
Okay, let me ask you a question. How those people who Allah made them pigs and monkeys, what happened to them? How they broke the Sabbath?
They put out the nets, the fishing nets, and they continued to catch the fish while they were ordered not to work on the Sabbath.
Okay, but is it true that Allah He stopped the fish from coming all the week, but He made the fish come in Saturday only?
Well, it's like you're messing around with destiny and religion. At the end of the day, God gives us free will.
This is not the question. I want the answer. I want the answer. I want the answer. Is it true that your God He made those fishermen who live supposedly in an island in the sea, and they have no other way to live except they are fishermen? So He made them not to see the fish, but in Sabbath only the fish jump in the top of the water, come to the shore, and do belly dancing, say, I am a fish, but you cannot fish me. Today is Sabbath. Is that true?
That's not funny. And what I also wanted to say is,
well, no, don't tell me don't funny or funny. Answer me. Is that true or not? Is that true or not? Is that true or I'm lying?
From scholars who make mistakes.
Is that true? What the scholar make mistake? Who is the one made the mistake? Who is the one who made mistake? Don't tell me. Is that true or false?
When you liar, you misrepresenter of
answer me. Is that true? Is that true or it's a lie? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. In the front of everybody, what if we show the story from the scholars of your choice? Who is the scholar who explained this verse for us? Chapter 7, verse 163.
Because you know Arabic.
Don't tell me Arabic. I will show you in English. I will show you in English. What is scholar you like me to show you? Explain this story.
Your fake game.
You see, you don't want to choose a scholar because you know you are humiliated, and now you are going to get rid. I made you read before, and I will make you read again today. You are the one who asked to call me, and you are desperate to call me. And look, a second after calling me, you have no idea what to say. What is the scholar you choose to explain for us a chapter 7, verse 163, please? What is the scholar your choice who will explain this verse for us?
Say that again.
Say that again. I mean, how many times I repeat the same question? Which scholar you like me to show you explaining this verse for you?
Go ahead. What's your problem with the verse?
I told you the problem is, as I was saying to you, is it true that Allah He made the fish disappear all the week, and He made the fish only appear in Saturday? So those people, they are suffering. They cannot fish. They cannot find fish to feed their family. And now Allah He bring all the fish in Saturday. Yes or no?
It is a test from God.
What kind of test is that, guys? Look at this. Look at this stupid test. So you agreeing that this is what the story is? So your God Allah, He made the fish disappear all the week, and except Saturday the fish come. But those people are hungry. They have to eat. So what test is that? You made them. You know when you said to them, you cannot work in Sabbath, and they are fishermen. And then you made the fish come only in Saturday. Who is the stupid in this story?
Was you there? Does God not test His slaves with poverty?
He is not testing them with the poverty. He is not testing them with the poverty. This is stupid because when you say to them you can work 7 days a week, you see, you let them live. You let them live not normal life. You don't control the fish. You make the fish go away and only come back in Saturday. And now you are going to punish them because they are hungry and they have family. They have children they want to feed. So how many weeks I can stay without feeding my children?
Obvious from what you said, you don't even understand Christianity.
Really?
God,
really?
Yes.
So you are saying to me that Christianity teach us that God, he teach us not to go and do work in Saturday, but God, he forbid us from finding food all the week, and the food come only in Saturday.
Use your own logic.
This is your wisdom. No, this is your wisdom. This is the Quran in front of you. This is the Quran. This is your God. He forbid the Jews from working in Sabbath, and then he bring them, and they are fishermen, and they bring them the fish only in Sabbath, and then the fish start dancing in front of them, says, I'm here, you cannot fish me, you cannot fish me. Who is the stupid here?
Just because you, no. Just because you've got a scholarly opinion that says that doesn't necessarily mean
scholarly opinion. So did you say scholarly opinion? Did you say scholarly opinion? Okay, give me your scholarly opinion which is against that.
In the shoes of someone 3,000-4,000 years ago, somewhere you will never
Abdul, don't give me. You see this. You see why I hang up on you? Because you're a kid. When you call me, you have to prove me wrong. So now you agree that all the scholars agree this is the story. This is what happened, correct? You just say the scholarly opinion says that, but this is not the. But let me get you busted. This is not the scholarly opinion, you idiot. Only the verse in the front of you confirm that. Do you see the verse? Read the verse for me.
Are a liar.
Read the verse.
Well, you read the verse.
My English is not good. My English is not good. You read it for me. Go ahead.
Just because you know Arabic, you pretend.
I am not asking you to read in Arabic. I'm asking you to read your Muslim translation. Read the verse for us in English, please.
Last time, when you said Satan got a penis in one leg and vagina in the one leg, you took an incorrect opinion from an incorrect scholar, and then you dance around and act like all Muslims think that. That was incorrect, by the way.
Okay, but guys, listen to this. Incorrect opinion by incorrect scholar by incorrect Muslim, and he is the only correct one who do not know what he's talking about.
Yeah, well, how is there consensus on that opinion? Is there ijma?
Well, then explain to me. Yes, this is what Muslims agree upon, and now you confirm to me how Allah he says that children. Hold on, you know what? I wanna get your opinion. How shaitan have children in Islam? Who is the wife of shaitan? Who is the wife of shaitan? You see, the scholars who made this opinion, they are stupid. You are the smart one. Explain to me how the Quran says that shaitan have children.
Find me consensus on that opinion.
What do you mean find me?
Find me consensus on that opinion, what you said about Satan. And
you are trying to explain why shaitan have children. You explain. Go ahead. Do your best. How shaitan have children? Who is the wife of shaitan? Who is the wife of shaitan? Allah, he kicked only one shaitan from heaven. Only one, not 10, not 20. So there's only one genie get out of heaven. So how the first genie, he got a wife? Where did he get his wife from?
You don't understand the creation.
Explain to me. No, don't tell me you don't understand. For sure I don't understand. You are the smart one. That's why I'm asking you, my friend. Explain to me the first shaitan who came out of heaven, how he got his children. Where he got them from? He went to Home Depot. Where did he get the children from?
He was the first jinn. Who said shaitan?
So thank you very much. And he kicked him out of heaven. So he kicked only one shaitan. Okay, shaitan now in earth. Okay, where he found his girlfriend?
God to me, or you're very stupid. Which one is it?
Just get lost. Don't call me again. I gave you a chance. You see, I gave you a chance to talk to me. Oh, what you do, you call me names. Stupid. You give me fake scholar. Oh, sorry, no, incorrect scholar. So you agree this is what the scholar says. Incorrect scholars. Who are you? We have a Muslim scoring. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum, CP.
Wa alaikum assalam.
CP, I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions.
I thought you want to give me answers.
No, I actually don't want to give you an answer.
Okay, my friend, go ahead.
So I would say, based on what I've seen from your videos, you have proven that Islam is false. I'm not gonna deny that. You've proven that Islam is false. Yes. I guess my question was.
So do you agree with me? Do you agree Islam is false?
Yes. No,
Okay.
no. I'm not disputing with that with you. You are correct. Islam is false.
Okay.
No doubt about it.
All right.
Can you prove that? What proof can you give me that Christianity is the truth, though? That's what because I'm seeking knowledge, right? I'm seeking the truth. How can you prove that?
So you are an ex-Muslim now.
Yeah, I've been an ex-Muslim.
All right. What
I actually, yeah. Hello.
What made you leave Islam, my friend?
You.
You. It's my fault.
No, it's your fault because you showed me the hadith about Muhammad said the penis will never go flat. Your penis will never go limp. You said you showed me where he said all the women can have all the women can have the prophet if he wants them. I went and I talked to an imam about this, and they gave me this bullshit answer about how Allah really cares about the prophet's life. And I don't believe that. So you're correct. You've proven it. Yes,
All
I'm
right,
not
my
arguing
friend.
with.
All right.
Yeah. No argument.
Well, I'm happy for you that you left Islam, and I'm happy that my teaching helped you to make decision. Same time, you see, what is the proof of Christianity is to be the true belief. You see, the proof is a Christ himself. Is not a Christian prince. Christian prince is a sinner man like you. He's not perfect, and he will never be able to give you the perfect answer you are looking for. The only one who can give you the perfect answer is God himself. Look what Jesus said. I will give you the answer from my Lord, not from me. I'm not the one who's talking. The Messiah, he said, from their fruits you shall know them. Small, tiny sentence, 3 words, 4 words. From their fruits you shall know them. What does that mean exactly? People, they can give you speeches about their religion, about their belief, about how amazing their God, but we have our Lord who is giving us a very clear scale. People, they talk is cheap. People, they say things. People, they claim things, but the only way to prove who they are is their fruits. So in order to understand if Christianity is the true belief or not, let us see the fruit of Jesus, not the fruit of the Christians. Because as I said, me myself, I might be a thief, a killer, a drug dealer, an adulteress, whatever, you name it. I might be. I cannot present Christ to you. Christ himself is the only one who can present himself. So from their fruits you shall know them. I want you to take this sentence and study it, and study Christ with it. See his fruits. See what he did. See what he said, and if it's matched. As an example, I'm sure you heard the Christians saying to you that Jesus says, love your enemy, correct?
Yes, that's in the Gospel of Matthew.
All right. Which is, this is like, to be honest with you, it's hard to believe. I mean, what do you mean love your enemy? This is really hard to do. Almost impossible. So when Jesus said to me, love your enemy, did Jesus practice that?
Yes.
All right. Jesus, when he was on the cross, what he did?
He said they don't know what they're doing.
Forgive them. Forgive them, Father. They don't know what they are doing. So, and Jesus taught us what it's meant to be a liar. The liar is the one who says something and he do something else. The liar is someone who claims something but he do the opposite. Jesus, everything he said, it was consistent with what he said. Everything he did, even in the cross, the ones who they are killing him, he is worried about them and seeking their salvation. Here we notice that this is different style and different belief and different God. Not like the same as Muhammad, a God who says fight them, kill them, Allah punish them by your hands, revenge, cut their fingertips, cut their necks, blah blah blah, torture. Here you will see that there's a different spirit of love. In the same time, Jesus, he taught us that the one who denied the Father and the Son, he is an antichrist. You heard yourself and you learned that even Islam believe in the antichrist, correct?
Yes.
All right. Shouldn't I ask myself why there's an antichrist but not anti-Muhammad? What do you think?
I think that because we've already established that Islam is false, I don't want to use the Quran as a book to prove anything.
No.
Book.
Let us say Islam. Yes, Islam is false religion. But why there is? I'm just mentioning to you that even Islam they accept that. But why there is an antichrist but not anti-Muhammad? What is this idea of somebody, he is the devil, he is an antichrist? That's mean anti-good.
Yeah.
When you say antichrist, you are talking about what is good in this earth and in heaven. Why Satan he choose to be antichrist, not anti-Christian prince, not anti-you, not anti-Trump, or there's big kings, big names, you know, they control the earth. Why he is Antichrist? Simply, he is anti the good God. So in order for me to understand Christ, I have to understand what he did and what he taught. And if what he did match with what he taught, then we have a perfect person to follow. Some people, they say, it's hard for me to believe that Jesus is God. I say to those people, it's hard for me to believe that Jesus is just a man. Because you remember only from Jesus what you want. You remember that he is just a man by the look, but you forgot that he is a one who can raise people from death. You forgot that he's a person who can heal the blind. He can make things nobody can do.
CP, can I offer you something else?
Sure.
So I've read the New Testament, and so I guess one concern that I have is that because you have 4 gospel writers, and they have different details sometimes of the same events. Like, for example, when what's a good one? Oh, so like in the Great Commission in Matthew 28 verse 19, when Jesus says, "Go therefore into the world, make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit." Yes, he says that in Matthew, but then if you look at the same statement in one of the other Gospels, it'll say, "Go therefore into the world," and it doesn't say like because if you believe the 28:19 in Matthew, you have to say that the Trinity is in the Bible, and that's proof. But the thing is, if you look at the one that's in Luke or in Mark, then the statement doesn't say that. So how do we know which one is the one that Jesus said? Maybe Jesus did do all those things. Maybe he did raise the dead. But if the people that were writing it down don't even have a consistent, they have generally the same message. But in terms of the statement, when he says Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, then you can't deny the Trinity and you can't deny what Jesus did. But if the statements are different, then you have to ask the question, right?
You see, those are not different statements, my friend. This is why we have 4 writers, not one. Otherwise, if each of them is going to say exactly word by word what the other one he said, then we do not need the second writer and the third writer and the fourth writer. Everyone he speak of his let us say how God he inspire him to explain things. It's not word by word. Do you think that everything Jesus said is written there?
Probably not.
For sure not, because like a person who live in this earth, and I am here talking to you for the last 4 hours. I can make a book in 4 hours. If you put my words into a book, they will make a book. Do you agree? I don't know how many words I spoke until now, maybe 8,000. You know what I mean? So it what the Bibles are presenting to us, what is important. So every writer is witnessing to the Messiah, and all of them, they give you a complete images. It's like, you have a building, and the building have 4 sides, and each one of them he give you a point of a view. So to have a perfect view of the whole house, you have to get 4 view, not only the front. You know what I'm saying? So each one of them, each one of them, he give you as an example. First of all, you notice in Christianity, they avoid repeating. Not like in Islam. In Islam and the Quran, the same verse repeated many times all over. So they avoid reporting and repeating. Like when they say, as an example, the other day someone he called me. He says, "Okay, there is a prophecy about Jesus is and the 30 silvers, etc. But this cannot be found here. Where we can find it?" You notice that they did not mention the book of Zechariah, even though they are mentioned in different book, because there they mention the person who the story about him in the book of Zechariah. So always they avoid repeating the same story with the details. If the other book give us the whole details, why I want to repeat the whole thing? You notice when Jesus he speak to the Jews, he don't quote for them the Torah, he quote for them a line, and he debate them about it. As an example, when Jesus he said to the Jews, "What do you say of a Christ?" They said he is the son of David. Now he did not go and quote the whole chapter speaking about that. He said to them, well, if he is the son of David, then why then David call him my God or my Lord or Jehovah? And the Lord, he said to my Lord. So you see here Jesus is quoting for them, but he did not quote the whole chapter and repeating the whole thing. He just asked a question, and from that question he got the answer, because we are speaking to people who knows already the scriptures very well. So the details, there's no need to repeat it. This is why sometimes people, they say, okay, here it says that he will be called Emmanuel. Where this name is coming from? For those who they are very well versed, they will not be wondering where is the name, because they knew. But those who never heard, they never have the idea, then they will start doing research and study to find where this name is coming from. So for you as a person who is not very well versed, you wonder why here it says it says not the whole story as it mentioned in that story, because there's no need to repeat the same story twice. Same time, it's not in contradiction.
No, I wasn't saying that. Maybe it's not in contradiction, but I guess the point that I was making was that well, first of all, when it says in Luke, like for example, when we're talking about the Great Commission, it is slightly different. But I was looking into the authorship of the four Gospels, and it looks like Luke was a companion of Peter, I think, or a companion of Paul. I think he's a companion of Peter, but he wasn't actually he collected the stories, but he wasn't actually a witness, right?
My friend, regardless if he was a witness or not, we can go to details, but this is not will not make any difference. Let us say the book of Luke is gone. Let us say the book of Luke is not there. That will not change anything, because still the other Bibles are consistent, speaking about Jesus' crucifixion, what he taught, what he teach, what he said, what he did, and every one of them he present to us the story from his point of view by the inspiration of God. So Luke is just another one confirming what the rest are saying, not opposing, not saying the opposite. And at the same time, if just to make it more clear for you, if we have let me put something in the screen just to make it simple for you to understand. I'm sure you are smart. I'm not saying you will have difficulty, but just to help me in explanation of things. All right, I will put this picture in the screen, and I hope you will understand what I'm trying to say to you. Do you see the picture on the screen now?
I'm actually not on my laptop today to watch your show. I'm on my phone.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
about to work.
Anyway, I put a picture of a farm, you know, and in the farm there's many objects. There's a house, there is a stable, there is many things for farmers. But if you ask 4 people to describe for you this picture, you will find everyone start describing from different corner, maybe, or he described the same picture but in different words. Is that correct?
Yes.
You will not even find them, even though they are describing the same picture, the same exact picture. You will not find them describe it exactly like each other, because everyone he sees something, the other one he don't see.
Okay.
And that because everyone, God, he gave him a gift. As an example, some of us, they are very great in details, and I think we have to agree in that, right?
Yes.
Some of us, we don't notice the details, we notice the big stuff. So some of us will notice, okay, here there's a big house, here there's a stable, I see where the etc. Here I see maybe here they make wine, here they store their goods. But there is someone, he might notice that here there is little tiny thing, which is to water the horses, to give water to the horses, and the rest they did not notice it. So from the God wisdom is that we have more than one writer, so we will not miss
Okay.
what God is trying to say to us. Because remember, God is speaking to us in our language. The Messiah, he spoke using parables. You know what does that mean, right? So
yes,
he tell a story. Why he is telling a story? Because we as a human, we are not really the genius we claim to be. Stories help us to understand what he want to say, but it's not the purpose. Correct?
Yes.
The story is not the target. The target is to explain to you. So he always talked to them in parables so they might understand. And here we have 4 people doing their best by the inspiration of God to describe for you what happened and what was there.
Okay.
So when you
CP,
read the 4, they complete each
Yes.
other. They are not a copy of each other.
Okay. No, I'm totally with you on that. So I guess what I'm asking is, so do we know about the as far as the other 3 writers, meaning like Mark, Matthew, and John? So Matthew was the tax collector, right? Is that correct or no?
You see, I don't want to go in details. It doesn't matter if even if he is. Let us say you can assume the way you want. But if you want to go in details, maybe we can go in details about the 4 Bible. But for me, I have a topic which is Islam only.
Sure.
I advise you to go to Sam Shamoun. He loved to such a topic. But for me, the best way to explain it to you is we are not limited to one book. For one book is the 4 book, which means we have 4 books, but they are one. Because at the end of the day, the 4 books are speaking about one person, one story, one history, and one teaching. If we have books, they are in total contradiction with each other, then those 4 books and 4 writers, obviously they have nothing to do with each other. If I write a book now explaining the Bible, my explanation will be based on what those 4 writers they gave me, not based on me. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So now we have 4 writers who they present to us the best of a Christianity and the best of the teaching of Jesus and the best what Jesus said and what his message is about. And then by having them all, we have a perfect image of who is Christ is. God, he have a wisdom, and the wisdom is that we have 4 writers, not one. For everybody, he see things in different way. But you will notice that all of them, they see things, each one of them, he have different point of view, but all of them, they have the same view at the end of Jesus, who is he.
Mm-hmm.
So John, he don't differentiate with Luke and Mark, and like all the writers, they don't differentiate with each other about who is Jesus. All of them, they report the same story, but each one of them based in what he knew and based in what he can present. Because you notice that John, as an example, is a high skilled, deep writer. He is deep in his writing. In the same time, we cannot say that John, because he's skilled, his book of John, we can say that he was inspired and he speak deeply. So we will find that the Bible is in stages. There's deep and deeper and deeper and deeper. So we have people who they are simple, we have people who they are more educated, we have people more educated, and we have people really highly educated. If you go and read what Paul he speak of, you will see Paul is a very high educated person. And because of that, he's, when we say educated, we don't talk about he have a PhD in physiology, or we're talking about a person who is very well versed, very well, he knows what the law, he knows what Judaism about, he know the book of the Torah, he knew the details, the deep details, and then we find his details match, or let us say his writing and his letters match with the guidance of the old message. Is not something new. It is a deep analyze and deep study. So here we go. We have the book of Acts as an example. Okay, why we have the book of Acts? Because the early Christians, same as everybody, they have questions, and the questions need to be answered. But you will notice that all the answers does not contradict the older teaching. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So everything complete each other. That's why we have books, but the books are not really will not make it harder for you. Actually, it's the opposite. Will make it easier for you to understand.
Okay. CP, so you said to speak to Sam Shamoun about that other issue?
You can ask, Sam Shamoun. I believe he will be happy to
Okay.
to answer you. But in the same
Okay.
time, don't take it
Yes.
like, you know, okay, why here it says, because if in the book of Luke is going to be saying exactly the same sentence in the book of John, then
Then it
there's no
shouldn't
need,
even be
there is
there.
no
No.
need for Luke, and there's no need for this one, and there's okay, one book, that's it. It's the same as you are saying to me, okay, why Uthman, he burned the Quran.
Yep.
Okay, why? Because they are different. Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Of
if
course.
they are the same book, then he will not burn them. But look here, we have different writers, but all of them, they are consistent, and both of them, all of them, they teach the same thing.
Okay.
And we did not burn them. We love them, we protect them, we preserve them, and we follow them.
Okay. All right, CP, I gotta get going, but I will call you again sometime. I love you, man.
All right, my
Thank you.
friend. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Take care. All right. I thought he's a Muslim because his name is a Muslim in Skype, so but looked like he left Islam. Yeah, you know, always we have we know we have to understand that things happen for a reason. When God he speak in the book of Genesis, how he created the world, do you think really how this is how God he created the world? If I want to describe for you how the eye of a mosquito function, I might need to write maybe 1,000 pages. Go and ask a guy who study to be an eye doctor, how many books he did read in order to finish his degree and to be a doctor in the eye. It's just an eye, small tiny eye. So do you want God to write everything he wrote for us there? If an eye study, not how to make it, take years of writing. So if you ask God to write for you everything he said, everything he created, he will give us billions of books. The Bible is meant to make things simple to understand, not to make it complicated. All right? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, my friend, go ahead.
Hi, CP. I'm a Christian, by the way, and I just wanted to ask you guys just one second time for me.
All
I'm
right.
from Germany.
Okay.
Yesterday I watched a video from you, or today it was, where you talked yesterday with a guy, and he converted to Islam. I think the title was about, what was it from the video yesterday? I don't know. It was 3.5 hours, and he converted on the end.
He became a Christian. He became a Christian.
Yes, he became a Christian.
Yeah.
And you mentioned something like when the Muslims go to the Kaaba, and the woman something with menstruation, but you didn't go further into it.
The women when they go to the to the Kaaba, sorry,
Yeah.
you know, because the black stone is the fertility stone. And where people they go and like if a woman she want to get a breastnet, what she do, she go when she have her period, because the period is when it's the proof that she is not a breastnet, correct?
Okay.
Okay. So women who they are breastnet will not have their period. So what they do when they have their period, they go to the black stone and they touch their private part with their hand, and the blood will come in their hand from their period, and then will place their hand inside the vagina, which is the black stone, and they will ask the black stone or the god of the black stone to make them breastnet.
Damn, this is really disgusting.
And this is why supposedly the black stone used to be white like milk, but the sin of mankind made it black, because those people believe that when a woman she is not getting breastnet, obviously she commit a sin. That's mean God he's cursing us, cursing her. So why she is not having a baby? Because obviously she did something wrong. So
yeah, but it's like, where do you get this from? Is it like
from
no,
even from Islamic books, from tafsir, from history books, you know, there's tons of reference.
This is disgusting, really.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point this out because I wanted to know something. I couldn't find nothing in the internet about it. But
well, if you have my books, get the books 6 and Allah, and you will find the reference.
That's what I get for Christmas now.
All right, okay, all right. You will find a lot of references.
Thank you,
Just be
CP. Thank you. I don't want to see
just
it,
be careful. Don't give it to a child.
No, I won't. I won't. I won't.
All right, all right, my
Thanks,
friend.
CP.
Take care.
Nice
Bye-bye.
evening. Bye bye.
Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? You know, I'm really happy that a lot of Muslims are leaving Islam because of our videos, and I believe it's not just because you know, like we as a human, we have a kind of a problem. Sometimes we read, but we don't notice how silly stuff is. I will give you an example. I want a Muslim to call me and to choose for me a chapter, and he challenged me to find something silly in it. You tell me any chapter you want, and I will show you how silly it is. You see how tough that challenge is? How are you, my friend?
Hi, CP. How are you?
I'm all right.
Glad to hear your voice again.
Thank you.
I just wanted to expound on or give some answers for that the Synoptic Gospels.
All right.
So I just wanted to tell the young man or the ex-Muslim that called in. So basically, the Synoptic Gospels, that is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they're like, you know, 4 witnesses. Say an incident happened and the police come in and they want to find out what happened. They will talk to people that saw what happened. And these 4 people give different accounts or different perspectives, not different accounts, but different perspective of what happened. And it's kind of like there's a story of how does the blind man recognize an elephant. One of them says, touches the trunk and says, I touched something that looked like a snake. And one says, I touched something that was hard and firm but curved, which is the tusk. And someone says, I touched the tail. And another person says, I touched this huge body. And together, you bring all these pieces together to ascertain that, okay, this was indeed an elephant. So all these, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are given their perspective of the same incident that happened. And that's what we call a synoptic. Syn, which is not like S-I-N, but S-Y-N, means together, and optic means to see. So to see together, all these perspectives coming together to form the Synoptic Gospels.
And you know, like the more witnesses, the better. You know, the more witnesses, and especially the witnesses, they are not in contradict with each other, they are completing each other. And obviously God, he have a wisdom in that. You know, I don't believe this was a coincidence. It was God, he chose it to be this way, and it's proven to be perfect, because always, you know, I get more light on the in the image by reading the other gospel and then the other gospel. So both 4 of them, they give us a perfect story about what happened. Yeah, it's for better, not for there's no confusion. It's for better.
Yes, another thing too is that in college, when you write a paper, you need to bring different how do you call it? You have to cite your sources. And when you write a scholarly journal or scholarly paper, no professor will grade it if you only have your own viewpoint. When you write a paper, they want to see references. And when you have all these references agreeing to your point, that is what makes your point stronger. So if we want to put the Bible and the Quran, the Bible has so many authors that are pointing to the same and agreeing on the same thing, whereas the Quran only has one author. And that is, in any academic circle, that is unacceptable, because you cannot write any scholarly material that will be deemed true when it has only one perspective. It has to, when you have multiple authors, leading thinkers, or agreeing that what you're saying is the same, that's where it is considered accurate and true.
Yeah. Well, thank you for calling to explain. And you know, at the end of the day, if you read every like every gospel of the 4, you will find that the Messiah speak to you there, and this is what is beautiful about the books, because After 2,000 years, I can read the Gospel of John or Luke or Mark, etc., and still I will find the Messiah speaking to me there, not John speaking to me.
Mhm.
It is very refreshing. It's very beautiful. It's very deep, and it's very personal. This is something we cannot
Yes.
find in the Quran. The Quran is just a recitation of something plain, not smart. There's no conjunction. There's no connection between the words. The Muslims, they are proud about an Arabic language which they themselves do not understand, which is very funny. And they don't care for the meaning as much they care for what people say, that this is a perfect Arabic. When we the Arab, we laugh at it. Even the Arab in the time of Muhammad, he says we can make better than this. Come on, what are you talking about? So what the Muslims are proud about is something silly, and what we are proud about is something so beautiful. When you read the Bible, you feel that you are the one who is the Lord speaking to you. It's something very personal. It's not a story you are reading about someone. You feel that you are in the story, and the story is about you. When you go and read any of the parable of Jesus, you will see you fit there.
Yep, that's why they say the Bible, the Word of God, is active. It's sharper than any two-edged sword. You know, we have the Logos, which is a spoken word, and we have the Rhema, which is a speaking word, which still continues to speak to this day. And that's the word in season. When you read a specific verse, it's like, oh, this was just written for me for this particular moment, because it's God breath. That's what we call inspiration. Inspiration means to spire, which is what we have as expiration and inspiration. Is inspiration. It means God breathed His word out, and that word is active and always speaking to us, even to this day.
All right. Well, thank you, my friend, for calling.
All right,
And
God
I
bless
hope
you,
the
man.
Muslim will have the better understanding. At the same time, the best way to understand Jesus, talk to him.
Yes,
He's
exactly.
He's a living God, you know.
Yes.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you for calling.
All right, God bless. Bye.
Bye-bye. You know, when the Muslim, they say to us that the Quran is an amazing book, and the Arab, they were like, wow, how he can do that? Is it really what happened? The Quran get them busted. The Quran get them busted. The Arab in the time of Muhammad, they made fun of Muhammad, and not only that, they said to him, if we want, we can write better. Read with me. And when the Quran, like the Muslim funny translation, they say the communication. What communication? When our Quran is recited to them, Darwis, hold on, please, hold on. Let me finish this idea.
Okay.
Let me. I will call you back. Give me a minute. I will give you back.
RCP.
All right. When the Quran is recited for them, they say, well, we can come with better than this, and we can make the same as this. Let us go to the translation first. Let us change the translation, because Muslim translation is very funny. The Quran became communication. Suddenly the Quran became communication. It's not Quran no more. All right. Chapter 8, verse number 31. When our Quran, look again, our signs, what signs? When our Quran are researched to them, they say, we have heard this before. If we wished, we could say words like these. However, this is nothing but the fairy tales of the ancient. Do you see it? The Muslim, they say to us, when the Arab, they could not make Quran like this. The Arab like, wow, this is crazy. Here we go. They are saying to him in front of his face, we can do the same. What is that? And all what you are giving us is just a bunch of fairy tale stories. So they did not find the language something perfect. Normal people, they say we can come with the same thing. and they made fun of it. They say this is nothing but a bunch of fairy tales. Nobody was amazed, but they were amused. How funny, how stupid it is. Call me, Doris. Bro, you can call me. Just I wanted to finish this idea here before we, we hear you. Call me again. Do you see it, Muslims? Say to them, this is the truth from Allah. Remember how they say it. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, my friend.
Hello, Christian Prince. I'm just trying to find the speaker. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. I just discovered your channel about a month ago,
Okay.
and I'm really pleased. God bless you, brother.
Thank you.
I'm actually learning a lot from you. And I'm an ex-Jehovah's Witness. So I used to be a Jehovah's Witness, but left the religion. But there's something that I've been asking Muslims for years to explain to me, and I wonder if you have time, if you can just help me understand something.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Was every time I asked them if Muhammad was illiterate, they tell me that the Quran says he was, but I can't understand it because he was a merchant, and I find it very hard to believe that someone that was a merchant can be illiterate, someone that does import-export, for example. And I don't know what answer, what explanation to give or how to give it, because I don't find that there's a truthful answer that they're giving me. It's just basically, well, the Quran says he was and he was.
No, the Quran never said that he was illiterate. The Quran speak about him illiterate about the God book. You see, the Muslims are people who they are pagan, and Muhammad was trying to copy from the Jews. The Jews, they call those who they are Gentile. They call him Gentile, which means they are illiterate. They are illiterate about what? About God. They worship wrong God. So the illiteracy is something Muhammad, he tried to copy the Jews. If you go to chapter 2, verse number 78, it says that then there among them some literate people who have no knowledge of the book. So who is the one is literate? Is the one who don't have knowledge of the book. The Quran itself is giving us a definition for that. But the Muslims, because they are disconnected people and they try to guess, as scholars before, they said to them the Prophet was illiterate, so everybody says, okay, copy paste, he was illiterate. But the Quran confirmed that illiteracy, this is a book of religion, not the book of science, supposedly. So illiteracy is you being illiterate about God and you don't have a book of God. This is why the Quran call the Christians and the Jews people of the book, and call non-Christians and Jews illiterate. So anyone who is following Christianity or Judaism is not illiterate, and there's no way that all the Christians and all the Jews, they knew how to write, how to read. If you go in the Quran chapter 3 verse number 20, it says, and for if they remonstrate with you, tell them, I have surrendered my whole being to Allah, so have those who follow me, and ask the people of the book, as well as the one who follow no heavenly scriptures. But the fact in the Arabic it says al-ummiyin, which mean illiterate. If we change the translation or the translator, we will find the following. This is why when you try to read learn about Islam following or reading translations, it's funny and it's stupid.
So was Muhammad illiterate himself? Could you not read them, right?
No, the Quran confirmed one thing, that Muhammad was illiterate about God, which means he was not a believer.
Oh,
he was not a believer. He's illiterate. He don't have a book. He is not following the book of the Jews. He is not following any of the books, and this is why he is illiterate. As you see here, this is, I'm showing you the verses, chapter 3 verse number 20.
Thank you.
It says those who have a book and those who they are illiterate. Do you see it? So the Quran itself give us the definition. Who is the one called and why he was called? People of the book, because they have a book, and people who they are illiterate because they don't have a book. Is not about knowing how to write, how to read. All right.
So why did then the angel Gabriel force him? He said that I didn't know how to recite it. Or
You see, this is another stupid example of how the Muslims are disconnected. The Arabic Muhammad, he says ma ana biqari. He did not say I cannot read. He said what I shall read. Anyone who speak Arabic, he should understand that. But what as I said, people, they are copy paste ma ana biqari, what I shall read, because the angel came to him. He did not say I cannot read. That's a lie. This is a false translation.
thank you.
Here you see, when the angel came to him, he says فأخذني فغطني حتى بلغ مني الجهد ثم أرسلني فقال اقرأ. He said to him, read. Now here you notice, if the angel is saying to him read, and Muhammad do not know how to read, that means the angel is stupid. Right? Because I am an angel of God, and the one who is saying to me to say to you that is God. Is not even the angel himself saying that, because the angel is just saying what God told him to say. So
I have a Quran. So can you tell me where that verse was, where the angel told him chapter?
no,
and
this
verse?
is not Quran. This is hadith. Yeah, this is hadith.
Hadith.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is hadith. So he came to him and he said to him, read. And the Muslim, they translate sometimes the word read as recite, but this cannot be true, because why Muhammad, he says I cannot recite? This is stupid. What being illiterate have to do with not I cannot recite? You know what I mean? Recite is repeating something first in your memory, is not repeating after me. Because you cannot recite unless you know already what to recite. What recite is something, if you go to dictionary right now and check out what recite mean, you will find recitation is something you memorize.
Correct, yeah.
Not repeating. So why Muhammad saying I cannot, look what he is, how stupid the translation is. I was oppressed and then he left me off and he said to me recite. So to which I replied, I am not literate. What does have to do with recitation? You just said that. He just said to you one word. He said recite, and you just said recite again. To make it simple for you, imagine I say to you say hummus, and then you say to me I cannot say hummus. He just said to him one word. He did not say to him a sentence. He did not say to him a book. He just said to him the word iqra. So Muhammad, he said to him ma ana biqari. The Muslim, they translate it, I cannot say qari. You just said that. So it's a stupid understanding, stupid explanation, and anyone who have a little brain, he can find out easy. But the problem is when you as a person, you are reading, you don't know Arabic, and then you read this stupid translation, and then you take it as it is. But even if you go deep, you will find this does not make sense, because if somebody says to me recite, why I should say I cannot recite? Anyone can recite after me. Or repeat, and say repeat. If I say to you hummus, potato, tomato, okay, say it again. Hummus, potato, tomato. Okay, this is what Muhammad did duty actually all his life. He was doing hummus, potato, tomato. The angel, he says something to him. Muhammad, he say exactly what the angel say. That's it. So what do you mean he don't recite? And why the angel, he squeezed him again, and he said to him recite again? He did not say recite. He said to him iqra. Muhammad, he said ma ana biqari, what I shall read. Then the angel, he squeezed him again and said to him iqra. He said to him, what I shall read. So he spent that day saying to him, read, not I cannot read, what I shall read. And then the story became so funny and so stupid, because at the end of the day, after 3 times of squeezing, did Muhammad understand what the angel want? No. Did Muhammad learn how to read? No. And let us assume that Muhammad do not know how to read, and Allah saying to him 3 times read. If Allah is a true God, even if Allah saying that to a donkey, the donkey will be able to read, because God saying that. When Jesus said, like, imagine Jesus said to the blind man see, and the blind man, he did not see. So Jesus, he said to him see again, and the blind man, he did not see. And Jesus said to him see again, and still the blind man, he cannot see. And the blind keep saying to him, I cannot see, man, I cannot see. And then she said to him, and he squeezed him, see, like you idiot, see. And the guy, he cannot see. And then the guy, he go home and still he cannot see. So what the point of saying to him see? You see here the translation, look, the same story, the translation changed. When he cut me, I said to him, I do not know how to read. This is false. See, sometimes they say I cannot recite. Sometimes they say I cannot read because they are very confused, and you know, this is a very stupid cult.
So when a Muslim says, Muslim says to me, in the Quran it says that Gabriel could, the angel Gabriel forced him in, and then he recited it. Really, in Arabic, that's not what it's saying. You're saying, isn't it?
The angel, he said to him, supposedly read. You know. Hold on, we have a Muslim is calling. Let's see what you want to say. Hello. No, he hang up.
Oh,
Yes, Isa, you call me. What do you want to say?
hello.
I hear you. Go ahead, Isa. What do you want to say?
Yeah. So, so you do believe that the angel Gabriel did come to Muhammad and communicate to him?
No, I don't believe in that. I'm reading your story. This is what Muhammad told you.
But you said when the angel came to him, he didn't say, "I couldn't read." He said, "What should I read?" So you said, so you do believe that he came to him?
I'm explaining to you your story, my friend. It's you who do not understand your story. Your prophet told you a story. You Muslim don't understand it. I believe that Muhammad saw no one. He heard no one. He is a person who is fabricating stories, and he's a false prophet, and you know that.
So who helped him in all those victories that he won in all those wars?
What victories? What war have to do? Does that mean Alexander the Great? He must be God. Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great. Hold on. Are you saying to me that Alexander the Great, he was God?
Where is Alexander the Great's followers right now?
Where is the followers of Muhammad right now?
1 billion. 1 billion plus.
Okay, hold on.
Where is Alexander the Great's followers?
Okay. So you are accusing your prophet to be a liar.
What are you talking about?
Because your prophet, he said that Muslims will be the minority in the world. Does that mean that Muhammad is a false prophet? Because based on,
I want to know.
If you're a prophet say, okay, hold on. The Quran confirm saying that those who follow Jesus, they will be the victorious until the judgment day. Is that correct?
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so the Quran confirmed that those who follow Jesus, they will be victorious. Jesus himself. Where
Jesus
are
was
they?
Muslim, and his followers are
Okay,
Muslim.
let us go with you. Still, it's going to be following Jesus, not following Muhammad. Not following Muhammad. The Quran says those who follow Jesus. So where are those who follow Jesus according to Islam?
Did Jesus help him with those victories?
My friend, don't change the topic. Where those who follow Jesus?
This was the first question.
No.
First question I asked you.
No. I'm asking you. You said the victory proving Muhammad to be a prophet of God. First of all, your prophet did not have a victory.
If you're saying Jesus is God, why would he help someone who is, according to you, a false prophet and not spreading the correct religion?
No, my friend, it's not God who helped him. The Bible says that God, he will let the sun rise upon the evil and the good ones. So and Jesus, he said, time will come and people will be killing you thinking they are doing favor to God, which means you will be able to kill me, but does not make you victorious. So you kill me, but that will make you a loser, and I will be victorious. I kill you. That will make me a loser, and that will make you not a victorious. So you know, obviously, okay, hold on. Obviously, you as a Muslims, you have a wrong understanding who is victorious. You think victorious is the one who kill, not the one who is peaceful. Christianity have different.
No, my question is, why would God give victory to a false prophet? And
okay, hold on. I will go by you. Okay.
I didn't finish.
Okay.
And he preserved his book, and he preserved his grave, and he preserved his religion.
Let's see. Why
would he do all this to a false prophet?
Okay, we will see if this is true or not. First of all, your God did not give him victory because your God approved Muhammad to be false. Read with me carefully. This is your prophet, and this is Sahih Bukhari. Your prophet saying that he ate poison and he was killed by the poison. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay, that means your prophet is lying. Thank you very much. So Muhammad, he said, okay, but this is Sahih Bukhari. The Bukhari is saying that Muhammad, he died by poison and he was suffering badly. And here look what he said. The Prophet in his element of death, which he's died, used to say, "O Aisha, I still feel the pain caused by the food I ate at Khaybar. And at this time, I feel as my aorta is being cut from that poison." That's wonderful. Now, who is the one saying that? This is Muhammad, and this is Sahih Bukhari. You cannot deny it. You can deny it, no problem, because you are ashamed of it. But look what happened here. You said that Allah, he preserved the book of Muhammad, correct? Let us see what is preserved about the story. Allah in the Quran said, if Muhammad is inventing Quran, I'm going to cut his artery. And this is exactly how Muhammad died. If we go in the Quran in chapter 69, verse number 64, it says the following. You can read it from the verses before it. If the messenger, if Muhammad were to invent any saying in our name, who is the one who's talking? Supposedly Allah. So Allah is making a threat that if Muhammad is to invent anything in my name, verse number 44, what Allah will do? We should certainly seize him by his right hand. Verse number 46, and we should certainly cut off his artery of his heart. And this is exactly how your prophet died. Now here we go. Your God Allah, he preserved the Quran to prove to us, and he preserved the hadith to prove to us that Muhammad is a false prophet who was inventing in his name. What do you say?
So you do believe that the Quran was revealed by Allah to Muhammad, because that what you're reading is the Quran, which is revealed from Allah to Muhammad. So you're saying you believe that?
Let me answer you. I believe that Muhammad, he fabricated a lie, but he never thought his lie is going to get him busted. So he fabricated a lie saying that, so if I am lying, okay, hold on, this is the proof. If the one who said that is Allah according to you, not according to me. According to me, so Muhammad, hold on, Muhammad, he fabricated a lie. He thought he will never die this way. And he said, well, if I am inventing in the name of Allah, Allah is going to cut my artery. And then time come, and what happened exactly, what he said exactly happened to him, which means Muhammad, he got himself busted. And I believe maybe that my Lord, he made it happen this way to get Muhammad busted. So Muhammad, he fabricated a lie saying, if I am lying, Allah will cut my aorta. And Allah told me that. Here we go, let me show you. Here we go. Allah in the Quran in chapter 69 said, if I am inventing anything, he will cut my artery. And then Muhammad, he died, and he is the one who described exactly how he's dying. He said, it is cutting my artery.
So what's a worse death? To die the death that Muhammad died, which you claim, I didn't know they did autopsies back then, but you claim that the artery was cut. He said, I still feel the effects as if. As if. There's a big difference. As if. It's like. Like it's cutting my artery. But anyway, whatever the point is, what's worse, to die the death of Muhammad, or peace be upon him, or to die crucified?
You see, you are running away from the topic to change about which is worse.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
You see, no, the death of Muhammad is the death of Muhammad is worse because he died 4 years dying from poison, 4 years suffering. Everything he swallow, he vomit. So this is a very slow, painful death. And read with me carefully. Read with me carefully. It says that Muhammad in his death element, he said, and he used to say, not only once, he used to say, "O Aisha, I still feel the pain caused by the food I ate at Khaybar." And Muhammad, he died about 4 years after Khaybar. At this time, I feel as if my aorta is being cut off. And remember, Muhammad, when a guy, he came to him and he said to him, my brother, he have a problem in his stomach. He said to him, go and tell him to drink honey. The guy, he came second time, still he's sick. Third time, fourth time. So Muhammad, he screamed at him. He said, your prophet's stomach is lying, and Allah told the truth. So when Muhammad, he described even the sickness of someone he did not even meet, he claimed that Allah told him that. How about he himself speaking about his sickness and why he died? So you think that Muhammad was telling the truth about what was hurting the guy who he did not even see, and he claimed that Allah is the one who told him what is his problem, but Allah did not tell him the problem of himself?
Okay, first of all, Muhammad died after the verse came, where Allah said that today I've completed your religion for you and perfected it, and have chosen Islam as a religion for you. So his mission was complete. He had totally conquered all of Arabia and brought everyone to worship one God. And his book was complete. So you're saying this is a worse death than to be nailed to a cross, humiliated between two thieves, which are blood coming out of your
guys,
arms.
look at this guy.
You're saying that the God.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Let me finish.
You see, we are not talking about the worst death or who is better death. Your prophet, he died like a rat, literally by poison, not by being killed. Secondly, no, hold on. Secondly, we are talking what is the proof that Muhammad is a prophet. You said he was victorious. Obviously, he was not victorious. Because Muhammad he claimed Jesus he told them before they capture him that you will deny me, you will betray me, you will do this. He knew everything. So and he said nobody can take myself from me. I lay myself down. So this is not a victory for the enemy. Jesus himself, he lay himself down. So you have a very false understanding of Christianity, and you have a false argument about your prophet, because you are the one who claim that the victory of Muhammad, because his Quran is preserved, and this is false. And we can show you right now how the goat ate the Quran. Umar ibn Khattab, he said that the Quran is 1,025,000 letter, and what we have now left of the Quran is not even 25% of the Quran. The Muslim scholar, they say that the chapter of Al-Ahzab used to be equal to the chapter of Al-Baqarah. And now we have more than 110 verses of the chapter of Al-Ahzab is gone. So when you say to me his religion is preserved, his book is preserved, this is stupid. This is a big fat lie. You cannot prove it. Can you prove it?
Okay, I can prove it, because is the Bible, is the gospel that was given to Jesus, is it in the original language right now?
What?
Is the book that was given to Jesus in the language that he spoke?
Which language? What is that language? What do you mean? What is the language of Jesus?
Okay, let me simplify for it. Did Jesus speak English?
Oh, this is a translation. Did Muhammad speak English?
Okay, it's translation, but where is the original at?
The original, we have Aramaic, we have a Greek, we have Hebrew.
Where is it?
They all exist. Go and read them, but don't be stupid. Don't be stupid with me. Now let me ask you a question. What is the language? What is the language Jesus spoke according to Islam? Aramaic. So why his book is called Injil?
The whole point of it is,
don't change the topic. You see, I'm getting you busted more and more. You are digging. Now listen. Why your God named the book of Jesus Injil when this is a Greek word? If his language is Hebrew and his book is in Hebrew, so how the book, which is the gospel, which is Injil, became Injil in Islam? Why Allah he chose such a name?
So my point is,
your point is no. You want to answer me? If Jesus he spoke Hebrew, how Allah he called the name of the book of Jesus Injil, which is a Greek word?
Okay, first of all, in the Quran does not specify what language that Jesus spoke.
You are the one who told me a second ago. Hold on, no, the Quran specifies. Don't be stupid. The Quran specified. The Quran says we never send a messenger except he speak in the tongue of his people. Are you denying that?
No, of course not. Of course
okay. So what is the what is the tongue of the Jews?
Hebrew.
Okay, so the language of Jesus must be Hebrew. Don't be stupid. Here we go.
Fine, Hebrew.
So why the language, which is why the Bible of Jesus in the Quran, it's named as Injil, which is a Greek word?
The whole point of it is he did not speak English. Where is the English
Bible? What are you talking about? Why? I'm asking you. Your God. He named him. Your God named the book.
My point
who is the one who chose the word? Shut up. Answer me. Don't play games. You can't play games with me. Why the name of Jesus called Injil when Jesus he spoke Hebrew?
Go to the Tafsir, you'll find out.
You do tafsir. You are the ones. You see, you are getting busted. You agreed with me that Allah he never sent a messenger unless he speak the tongue of his people, and we show you the verse in the Quran. And now we are asking you. You are the one who mentioned the language of Jesus. You said to me, why the Bible in English now? Which is very silly, like you're talking like a kid. And now we ask you the same question: why the Quran is in English? So now why is that a translation? Is that a false translation? Are you saying to me? Are you saying to me that Allah? You are just a kid. You are just want to shout. Are you going to talk or you want to shout? I'm asking you. I want a serious answer. Don't tell me so. Go and see the tafsir. Why Allah he chose the word Injil, which is a Greek word for the name of the book of Jesus, if he is a Hebrew, spoke Hebrew? Go ahead.
I don't know why it's called Injil. I don't know what language Injil is. I don't
Okay.
know why that was chosen.
Okay, let your dad call me. Let the man of the house call me. Don't tell me go and read tafsir. You are being stupid. You are jumping like a monkey from a topic to the topic to a topic to a topic. If Muhammad is proven to be a prophet because he killed and he was victorious, that means Trump is victorious. Here we go. ISIS is destroyed. That means he's God. He's a prophet. That's stupid. That's the most stupid argument. Muhammad, he died like a rat and he claimed victorious. And not only that, Muhammad, he claimed that when he died, his body will not be consumed. And the Muslim did not bury him for 3 days. And then they noticed that he started farting. His belly, the fart was going like crazy. His belly became so big from gas. His nails became green. And even Ibn Abbas, he said, قد أسن الرسول, bury him. He became stinky. فهو يأسن كما يأسن البشر. What victory? Forcing people to convert to your religion, this is not victory, my friend. The same day Muhammad he died, the same day tens of thousands of Arab left Islam. Go and read the word, the history is called the War of Apostate. The same day Muhammad died. They just heard the news. What victory? Victory of a sword? You lost your sword. Your sword is not with you. Numbers mean nothing because you Muslims are many cults today, and you are killing each other. You call yourself Muslim. Like the funny about Muslims, you say to them, is the Shia Muslim? They say no. So why you count them? Why you count the Shia when you count the number of Muslims? Why you count the Ahmadiyya? Why you count the Duruz? Why you count the Batiniya? Why you count? They count every funny stupid cult. Even they count the cult of what is called the Louis Farrakhan. They count, but you ask them about details. Suddenly, those are not Muslims, and 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 not Muslims. So who's Muslim? Nobody. Even the Muslim, even ISIS, they accuse Al Qaeda not to be Muslims, and Al Qaeda accuse ISIS not to be Muslims. When we ask the Muslims about ISIS, they say they are not Muslims. So who's the Muslims? Nobody. Nobody. Your numbers is potato, my friend. Don't call me. Don't call me. Let your dad call me. I want the man of the house to call me. Your mom. With my respect to your mom. A bunch of kids, they have no idea what they are talking about. The proof of Muhammad to be a prophet, that he was victorious, he was not victorious. What kind of victory this victory is? He died with a very bad name and bad reputation. That is a defeat. The Bible says, what is the victory you make if you win the whole world and you lose yourself? In Jordan, they forbid taxi drivers from having a stereo with a like you can play songs. Why? Because you go in the taxi driver right away, he start playing like sex tape, audio. When he have a female in the back, filthy. In Saudi Arabia, a woman, she cannot walk alone in the street, otherwise she will be kidnapped in 2 seconds. If a woman she go in the bus in Egypt, you will see what will happen to her. 1,000 dogs were around her, touching her all over. Go and see what Islam about, my friend. Islamic countries are the worst. You are proud about what? I don't know. In the Middle East, we have to have bars over our windows. In America, we don't have bars over our windows. You cannot find one single house in the Middle East without bars, because if you don't have bars, your house will be wrapped in 5 minutes. Buying and selling drugs in Saudi Arabia is one of the biggest business. Prostitution. Even if you go to Europe, if you want to buy a passport, fake passport, if you want to buy a stolen phone, if you want to buy, you go to who? You know the answer. You will be victorious if you are blessed with peace and mercy and love. That will make you victorious, not by blood and bloodshed and suicide bombing and killing. Blessing is to love your neighbor and to love the same you love yourself, and even to love your enemy. That is a blessing, and that is victory. You spend your day teaching hate against people around you. The result of that, you die without peace. Your hate will kill you. If you are victorious, you should fight hate. If your religion teach you to fight hate, then you will be victorious. Not a God who says that Allah will spread hate and enmity between the Christians and the Jews. That is God is teaching hate. I don't hate the Muslims, and I will never hate them, for a very simple reason. I believe hate is wrong, and I believe that Jesus taught me what to do and what is right. When the Quran says that Allah will spread hate and enmity between the Christians one to each other, that is nothing but accomplishment of the devil. Because is that going to make the Christian better people if we spread hate between them? Obviously not. Is that going to fix the problem? Obviously not. Is that going to make the earth like heaven? Obviously it's the opposite. It's going to, this is satanic. God who target people to spread hate, that is devil. That is not God. This is the God of earth. He's the devil. The true God, if those Christians are lost, you show them the truth. You don't make them hate each other. What is that? Guide them, show them, teach them, love them, so they can see better. Since when hate is going to fix a problem? That is victory. If this is victory, then what is who you know, when you spread hate between the Christians and you make us hatred people, is that going to bring you a benefit? You see, actually here you see that Islam is a false religion. Very easy, because this is God is spreading hate. And same time, thank God that the Christians don't, this did not happen to them, which means Muhammad, he made a promise here that Allah will spread hate between us. Because imagine if we Christians, we hate the Muslims and we decide to destroy Islam by using weapon. Islamic countries will disappear in 5 minutes. You are no match in any war. But thanks God we follow Jesus. You should be yourself, you should be thankful that Christians don't do what you Muslims do. Imagine if the Muslims are the one who have the power of America. Imagine if the Muslims are the one who have the power of Russia or China. Just imagine what will happen to this earth. Right? Thank God they are not. Otherwise the whole earth will be burned. Imagine if we give the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia the power of Russia. He will send his butchers. He will send his butchers around the earth, practicing Allah mercy. Actually, once a Saudi prince, he told me, he said, thank God. He was talking about his God. He said, thank God we don't have the power of America. I said, why? He said, man, are you crazy? If we have the power of America, we will burn the whole earth. And we will die too. And he's right. Because if they have a power of America, and then there's other nations who they are not Muslims, they will fight together and they will destroy the whole earth. As simple as that. The whole earth is gone. But you notice here, when the Muslim he called me, how his logic work. The second you spank him, you get him in the corner, he jump, he changed the topic. Go back in the conversation and see how he jumped from a topic to topic to topic to topic like a monkey, in order to avoid what he claimed himself. You see, he is the one who called me, and he is the one who made the logic. And when the second we get him busted with his logic, he changed the topic right away. How come the Quran is preserved? How come we have a huge? We are 3 times more than you Muslims. If the number prove who is right, we are still a lot more than you. Since when the numbers are the proof of who is right, who is wrong? Even by numbers, if this is the scale to who is the winner, who is right, who is wrong, that means we are the winners. In China, and I was in China, Christianity is going like glorious fire. The whole country is coming to Christ. You know, the Chinese government, they do not know what to do to stop Christianity. Every month they destroy a church, every month at least. Mega huge church. You cannot stop it. That's it. China is coming to Christ. I assure you, in less than 50 years from now, the president of China will be Christian, and he will take his first oath on the Bible. Communism is history. Actually, even already now in China, if you go and see what communism in China, you will laugh. Hello?
Hi, my brother. It's Mr. A.
Hey, my friend.
How are you?
I'm all right.
You know, earlier here, you talked with a guy. You mentioned that it was not Muhammad that spread Islam. It was Omar and Abu Bakr and all those.
Right.
I thought, why you don't talk little about his companions? His beautiful and kind companions that have learned a lot of lovely things from him. Why not talk about their acts?
They are the same. They are the same. They are you know, criminals, bunch of criminals. You know, they are
yeah.
the same.
For example, Omar, he lashed his own son to death, and
you see, I always focus in the head of the snake, not on the tail.
Yeah, I know, but you know, they are so proud about Islam spreading so wonderfully.
No, you know, you can go, anyone who speak to you about Umar as an example, say Umar was a fantastic man, go ask him to read the Pact of Umar. The Pact of Umar. Yeah, let him
Christians
read it.
need to have hats.
Yeah.
Christians can go home to you and eat for 3 days, and you what nice things Muhammad have teach them.
You see,
right?
You see, Islam is a big failure, and the proof, all countries which is controlled by Islam without other beliefs, it is bad. If you go to Saudi Arabia right now, if we take all the Christians out, if we take all the Hindus, if we take all the Buddhas, if we take even the atheists from Saudi Arabia will be in the tent immediately. Yeah, after more than 80 years of having all the filthy oil, yet there's more than 80% of the population are still illiterate. They do not know how to read, how to write. After 80 years in Mecca, there is no sewage. After 80 years of filthy oil, they don't have sewage in most of the cities actually. So no education, no, you know, no culture, nothing in those countries. If you go to Emirat, the Muslims are so proud about Emirat. Emirat, if it is an Islamic, will not be Emirat today. The reason Emirat is what it is today, that the Prince of Emirat decided to put Islam in the drawer.
Yeah, and bring Christian teachers to
bring
teach
Christian
their children,
and even non-Christians, everybody. But you know, we know that the one who controlled the country is the European. So if Emirat was following Saudi Arabia, it will be the same as Saudi Arabia. But the prince, he put Islam in the drawer. By name, he claimed to be a Muslim, but obviously he don't care for Islam. Islam just a name, okay, you know, people, okay, go to the mosque and pray, okay, but let us bring the Christians and let us do, and you know, and not only that, I mean, they They open bars, they open nightclub, they have disco, you name it. I mean, madness. So
Yeah.
the Muslims always, they try to be proud about something, and that thing is not exist. If you want to be proud, for me, what to make me proud is not how powerful America is. What
No,
make me proud,
no, not for me either, because
what make me proud is how Jesus amazing is.
Exactly.
Is not Russia, is not America, is not France, is not England. For nobody can make you proud except the Lord you belong to. So his teaching is amazing. He taught me love, he taught me mercy, he taught me to live good and to be good, and that is victory. Anything else is a garbage.
Yeah, of course. It's very, you see this topic about Muhammad, in the beginnings, Muhammad didn't spread Islam. Yeah, that's exactly correct, because no mention of Muhammad until 60 years after his death. And that was on a coin of Al-Zubayr, which was a king or something like that. And no mention of Mecca until at least 100 years after the death of Muhammad. So, yeah, it's it's not clear if Muhammad ever was alive or what's the story. It's not clear.
No,
you know what
mostly I mean? Muhammad was exist, but we do not know maybe exactly who is this person. Who is this Muhammad?
Yeah,
is it Mecca or it is Petra? You know, because Al-Uzza was the goddess of Petra, or some they say like Manat. But anyway, like I think Manat. It was the goddess of Petra, and you know, most likely there's many historian, they have a theory that the real Mecca, it was Petra, but I believe that the real Mecca, it was Al-Maqqa, which is in Yemen, the temple of the moon god in Yemen. It's called, you see, in the Arabic, they have dialect. So in some places they say the letter Qa as Ka. So what is Qa in Yemen, it is Ka in Arabia. So Makkah in Yemen, Mecca in Arabia. Makes sense. You can search right now, go and search for the temple of Al-Maqqa. You will find that this is the temple of the moon god, which is very famous and still until now exists, the rest of it.
Yeah, I guess it's from there the concept of Isis, the name Isis, which is the name for the moon god, lives in Islam, and the moon of the symbol of the moon and the star. And then you got the Yemen is the real Arabs, which I think the Quran is saying.
The Yemen are not really real Arab. The Yemen later occupied by the Arab. The Yemen never was Arab, and you know, because the temple of Al-Maqqa, they did not even find one Arabic word in it.
But what does the Quran mention? That the real Arabs are from Yemen or something?
No, first of all, there's nothing called real Arab. You know, Arab are not an ethnic; it's a lie. Arab are whoever live in the desert. Arab is an Aramaic word for those who live in the desert. It's not an ethnic. Yeah. This is like, you know, Aram. You know Aramaic, right? Aram is Aramaic are the people who live in hills, and Arab is the one who live in the desert. So it doesn't matter who live in the desert; they call them Arab.
Okay.
It's not an ethnic. It's not one group. It's not, you know. It can be many colors. It can be whatever. Like, so if we brought the Aramaic to America, and they will call the people of Arizona Arab.
Yeah.
All right, my friend.
But I was referring to what I thought, what I know it's saying in the Quran, like it's pointing to that. I don't know, Muhammad said this, or I think Muhammad said this, that the real Arabs are from Yemen. This is what he said, not what I'm saying.
This is a claim, but there's no Arab in Yemen. Really, this is a lie. There's no, because there is no Arabic language in Yemen exist in the ancient Yemen. You know, this is something new. You know, actually, even the Quran is speaking about the people of who the Jews, they killed them. Supposedly they are Christians, and he burned them. The Jews, they open like a tunnel in the ground, and they made a fire, and they burned all the Christians in that tunnel. So Yeah, this is in chapter 85, verse number 4. So even the Quran confirmed that this was not a country for the Arab and have nothing to do with the Arab, and those people who lived there first was the Christians, then the Jews, they took over it and they killed the Christians, and then and I believe this is the story here. It's a mixed up story with many things, you know. Muhammad is trying to collect stories from here and there and try to make it a story. Maybe we can talk about that in some other time. Anything else, my friend?
No, not really. I wanted to see here if I know your listeners and your audience, they know a lot about Islam now, and they have a strong knowledge in Islam. But I think our Christian brothers must have a strong knowledge in Christianity too. So I wonder if you want to hear a short encounter with the Holy One and Abraham, with the Son of God and Abraham, with the love of Noah and Abraham. If I can share you a short encounter from the Old Testament.
Let us you know, do maybe in some other time, because today it's already 7 o'clock in my time, 7:10, and it's already really getting late for me.
I understand.
Yeah, so let us, maybe you can call me some other time and you can share with me whatever you want.
Of course,
right.
Of course.
Thank
God
you,
bless you, my brother.
God bless. Take care. Take care.
Bye.
All right, my friends. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Look like Muslims are they could not find a smart Muslim to call us and to show us how Islam can be fit in any scale to be measured as a religion. You know, I don't see Islam as a religion. Islam, obviously, it's just a collection of cults. It's not even one cult. It's a collection of cults, and the Muslims, the poor Muslims, trying to make us believe that it is a religion, when everything in it proving to us that it is a very, very bad cult. Nothing makes sense. There's no connection between stories. Their book is funny, full of fairy tale stories. The prophet have a very bad reputation, very bad ethic, very bad behavior, and he's not even qualified to work in the post office if you check the post office qualification, because the first thing to have somebody work in the post office is to be trustworthy, because he will go inside houses, in the yard of families who they have children playing there. This man, he cannot be allowed next to children. He been accused of a theft, he been accused of a rape, he been accused of killing, and all of this documented by Muslims and written by Muslims. You see, remember, all the reference we have about Islam is written by Muslims, which means anything is negative said, it is Muslims who deliver to us. But for the Muslim was not negative. For the Muslim, they call it victory. You see the logic? This is why Muslims, they reported those stories in their books, because when you are victorious and you think that this is the way to live, then why you will be ashamed of it? So because they were not ashamed of Muhammad marrying a child, they wrote the story. Because they were not ashamed of Muhammad raping women, they wrote the story. Because they are not ashamed that Muhammad, he take the booties, they wrote the story. Muhammad kidnapping women from their husbands, killing the husband and the son and the child, and raping them, they were proud about it, so they read the story. All those stories are written by the Muslims, for at that time they were not ashamed of it. Today the Muslims are not victorious. They are not the superpower army in the world. They cannot force you to say this is amazing. So they start denying stories. They start picking up stories as they wish. Stories they like it, make Muhammad look nice, they say we approve it. Stories make Muhammad look like a criminal or stupid, they disapprove it. But that will not work with us, and we are here to get Islam busted. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you, and we will see you soon again, maybe tomorrow if we can. Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and see you soon again. Thank you.